Good morning, all. Respected speaker, Dr. Vilas Vijay Karjinni, sir. Convener of this program, Dr. Jagdish Panda, sir. Principals, faculty members of all colleges, pharmacy colleges across the India. Welcoming you all for this 1 week faculty development program on holistic approaches for excellence in pharmaceutical education, research and publishing, conducted by Raghu College of Pharmacy, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Myself, Jogendra Kumar, Associate Professor, Raghu College of Pharmacy, and we have on board today 3 members along with me. One is our eminent speaker, Dr. Vilas Vijay Karjinni, sir, and our convener of this program, Dr. Jagdish Panda, sir. Now, I request Dr. Jagdish Panda, sir, to take over this session and introduce our eminent speaker. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Jogendra. I respected today's speaker, Dr. Vilas Vijay Karjinni, sir, principals of the various colleges, colleagues, and dear participants. Good morning to this session. And today, we in the higher education institutions, NAAC, NBA, approvals are very much highly required. And keeping this view, and the beginners, the teachers who are joining in the higher education institutions, they need a lot of training in this regard. Especially even the teachers with some experience, around 8 to 10 years experience also, they have not exposure to the proper of these NAAC or NBA accreditations. So with us, with this aim in the faculty development program, along with the research methodologies, teaching methodologies, writing of the research product, writing of the scientific document for the publication, along with this, I thought that this will be highly appropriate, making sensitization of all the teachers of all the pharmacy fraternity. They should sensitize about this, affiliations for the NBA or NAAC. So this is what I felt, and then with my knowledge, what I understood is Dr. Karjinni sir is the right person in guiding all of us, not only now, in the coming future also. Definitely is the best personality ever I known, because his curriculum vitae, his brief biodata, we can understand that what capacities is having this one. So I feel it is an opportunity and my honor, it is a privilege to read the sir's introduction biodata. And now coming to the sir, actually sir born in 1961, with he passed from Karnataka University, Dhavar, BE with civil engineering, MTech from the IIT Bombay, very prestigious university in our India and world, and PhD in civil engineering from Rajiv Gandhi Pradyogi Vishwavidyalaya from Bhopal in 2004. So professional experience as a lecturer in civil engineering, KLE's College of Engineering and Technology, Belgaum in 84. Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, KLE's College of Engineering Tech, Belgaum, up to 92. And Professor and Head Department of Civil Engineering, KLE, and the Dean and Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, JMR Institute of Technology, Rajam, AP, and the Principal, KLE Society, KLE College of Engineering and Technology, Chikodi, up to 2008, and the Principal, Varna Vibhaga, Shikshan Mandal, Tatya Sahib Kaur Institute of Engineering and Technology, Varna Nagar, up to in the 13/2/2009, and Director for SOU, Sushila Dhanchand, Gadwat Charitable Trust, Sanjay Gadwat Group of Institution, Atgur, Kolhapur, up to the 2011, and Principal Director and Kolhapur Institute of Technologies, College of Engineering, Autonomous Kolhapur from 2014 to 2017. That means until till date. And coming to these professional achievements and honors, so there is a big list. Coming to Distinguished Engineer Award by the Institution of Engineers India, Belgaum Local Center during the 39th Engineers Day on 15th September 2006. Raja Rambabu Patil National Award for Promising Engineering Teachers by Indian Society of Technical Education, New Delhi, for the year 2007. Invited member, Education Mission to Canada for Ministry of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Maharashtra during 24th to 31st October 2010. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan National Award for the Best Engineering College Principal for the year 2013 by Indian Society for Technical Education, New Delhi. NAAC Accessor for Faculty of Engineering, empaneled by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, Bangalore, and instrumental in getting A grade by NAAC Bangalore with CGPA 3.12 for the Kolhapur Institute of Technologies College of Engineering during March 2015. Autonomous status conferment for Kolhapur Institute of Technologies College of Engineering Kolhapur by UGC New Delhi during the June 2017. Member Governing Council of D.Y. Patil College of Engineering Kolhapur, and Member Academic Council Walchad College of Engineering Autonomous Singly during the 2016 to 18, and accreditation by NBA New Delhi of Kolhapur Institute of Technologies College of Engineering Autonomous Kolhapur for UG undergraduate civil engineering, CSC, ELX, and production engineering in February 2018, mechanical engineering and environmental engineering in September 2018, etc. in 2019. Selected as a Margadarshak by AICT New Delhi, August 2019 for NBA guidance and capacity building. Number of PhD candidates awarded are registered, and awarded 5 members have registered, already submitted and awarded, and 8 are still they are doing under his able guidance. Membership of professional bodies. So member of American Concrete Institute, USA, and fellow of the Institution of Engineers, Calcutta, life member of Indian Roads Congress, New Delhi, life member of Indian Society for Technical Education, New Delhi. NAAC and NBA activities. Convener of National Workshop on Institutional Building and NBA Accreditation, June 2009 criteria, under the lead college activity of Shivaji University, Kolhapur, held at Tatya Sahib Core Institute of Engineering and Technology, Varnanagar, in December 2009. Coordinator for NBA Preparation Committee at Keli Set, Belgaum, and instrumental in getting accreditation for 7 disciplines, including a PG course during 2004. Coordinator NBA Preparation Committee at GMRIT, Rajam, and instrumental in getting accreditation for 5 disciplines during the 2007 and filling the application for remaining 2 disciplines. Participated in MHRD AICT sponsored STTP on NBA accreditation, institution building, performance appraisal, and staff development organized by National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, Bhopal during the July 2009. Participated in NBA New Delhi and workshop for training resource person on outcome-based accreditation phase 1 and phase 2 during the 13 to the April 13. Invited for a National Assessment and Accreditation Council across the interaction meetings during the 2014 at NAAC at Bangalore. Convener of National Conference on the Impact of Assessment and Accreditation on Higher Professional Institutions, that is in 2017 at Kolhapur Engineering and KIT College of Engineering. One-day workshop on AICT initiatives in uplifting the quality of technical education organized by AICT at Gokte Institute of Technology, and participated in MHRD UGC Savitri Bai Full Pune University, Pune sponsored FDP on a leadership for a change, a participatory performance for leaders. And NAAC peer team visits. Peer team member coordinator, Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology, Coimbatore during the October 2015. Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, deemed to be University, Chennai during the November 2015. Gandhi Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar during the October 2015. Nawab Shah Alam Khan College of Engineering and Technology, Malkapet, Hyderabad, Telangana, April 2019. And member coordinator for data validation visits, Coimbatore Institute of Management and Technology, Coimbatore on 23rd June. And PT member for 20 institutions, institutional advisor for NAAC and NBA, 30 plus institutions, research papers published at International 18 and National 38 and National Journals 19 and International Journals 14. And he wrote a very great thing that he wrote 4 books. He authored 4 books. So right now, sir is having as a director, Kolhapur Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Autonomous Kolhapur. So with this brief biodata, sir, you can we are very we are have a very great opportunity to listen you, sir, and we are very fortunate, we ourselves and all the participants, and you have a lot of experience, in inspecting the many deemed universities and as a advisor for the 30 plus institutions. Definitely. Today, all the participants will take with the great memories and knowledge after this session. And thank you very much, sir, with us. And I request you to proceed for the further presentation, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jagdish Pandaji. Good morning, all the participants. Am I audible, Pandaji?
Yes, sir. Audible, audible,
Okay.
sir.
Firstly, let me thank Pandaji Chairman Raghu sir, who is doing a yeoman's job, wonderful job, being basically a teacher, then imparting, professional education in engineering, pharmacy, and many fields. And I've been associated with him since my days at GMRIT Rajam when I was dean for quality assurance and all. And I was happy and fortunate enough to visit their 2 colleges in connection with NAAC and being a good infrastructure, good initiatives. We did not hesitate in grading them A that time. And in between also, I was invited for one of the workshops sponsored by NAAC at Raghu Engineering College. And today I am again with Raghu Group of Institutions, another prestigious institutions headed by Dr. Jagdish Pandaji. I am very much thankful to the management, Raghu sir and Dr. Jagdish Panda, for inviting me to share of my few learnings in especially capacity enhancement, capacity building, and quality initiatives in the technical education. Let me begin with my presentation. I will just share. Okay. Let me, is my presentation visible fully?
Yes, sir. Visible? Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone, sir. It is visible. Then I think yes, I'll start my today's presentation yes, sir. Yes, on sir. Institution capacity building. Institution capacity. Please, participants, look at the title: Institution capacity building through quality initiatives. And here, I'm not going to give you the criteria, how many, 7, 10, or 9, and all those things. I'm going to give you few case problems on NBA initiatives and NAAC initiatives. These are very important because each institution will have its own, USP. USP in the sense unique selling proposition and its own distinctive features and its own best practices. Those I would like to share today so that the participants who are, aspiring to become NBA accredited, NAAC accredited, as well as the people who have done already accreditation. But accreditation process is not a stagnant process. Always it is inching the higher leverages, new benchmarks. Likewise, what NBA was there in 2004 was not in 2009. Again, it was output based in 2013. It became now outcome based. And after Washington Accord, and it is now globally accepted certification. Even NAAC, if you take, earlier NAAC was on different 7 criteria where everything was done on site, and now it is all online. And majority of the criteria, that is almost 65 to 75% of the evaluation is done on DVV, that is data validation and verification at backend office at Bangalore NAAC. But only 30-35% evaluation is done on site, and that too we do not know after this pandemic COVID-19 situation, whether NAAC is going to still continue with the visits, or NBA is going to continue with the visits or not. There is a big question mark in this. But whatsoever is the situation, we as a teacher, we as academicians, we as leaders of the good institutions have to be always on our toes to grasp the change in environment, change in process, change in the modalities. We have to immediately adapt ourselves and see that our institutions get the best of the best grading from these peer bodies like National Board of Accreditation, New Delhi, as well as NAAC, which is an autonomous institution of UGC at Bangalore. So my talk is on institution capacity building through quality initiatives. Normally, the first sight will be a humorous one, but today, as there is a less time to interaction, I can just share here. Unfortunately, I did not get a proper slide to compare Telugu movie with Sholay. Sholay was you please focus on the title, don't look into the star cast, whether Amitabh Bachchan was young or Katrina is young and all that thing. Success redefined. In the coming days, the days now we are passing, many parents, many of our stakeholders, many of our colleagues are looking with a big question mark, what would happen? Because now admission process has started, but students have yet to give many of the states their entrance test. NEET is getting deferred. JEE is not happening. CBSE has announced cancellation of examination. So much of confusion and chaos is there. But we as a facilitators, we as the technocrats, we should adapt immediately what I exactly said, and a compliment Jagdish Pandaji and Raghu sir for immediately having organized such an event where me sitting in Kolhapur, you people are sitting, I don't know wherever you are there, Vizag you must be there, Vijayanagaram you must be there, you must be there in remote places also, in your home or in offices. There is an opportunity to share in this pandemic also. It's a good thing. I compliment once again them. And what I want to say here is in first slide, we all should agree that Sholay was a big hit. But this to become a big hit, Sholay took almost 5+ years to earn around 40 crore rupees of revenue. It took around 5 years of time. But if you see this Dhoom 3 or one Marathi poster I have put, it is Sairat, the Marathi hit movie. A couple of years it had become Sairat, and again it was remade in Hindi as Dhadak by name Dhadak. It is Dhadak is nothing but the original movie Sairat from Marathi. These were also hit movies. What span they were hit? If you compare Sholay, that time Sholay had only a market of only India. That time we were not very popular in abroad also. With those constraints, with those available technology and all, they could give a good story, keep us alert, and made us to see this movie 4 times, 5 times, 7 times. It is the story of 1975, I am saying. A lot of changes have happened. Technology has changed, everything has changed. But the success has been redefined in the sense, whatever film becomes success, it should become success in a span of maximum 1 week. Whatever earning it has to make, it should make in 1 week, that's all. Then it becomes outdated. Then TV's right will take, but the market scenario is now globe. Even Sairat, if you take it is Maharashtra, we say. I know many of my friends from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. They appreciate this movie. Very simple movie, which had become hit. And this is the first movie in Marathi film industry to earn more than 200 crore rupees. Dhoom also, how much you earned, 300, 400, you are all aware. Likewise, the same philosophy of success, Same philosophy of commercials, same philosophy applies to our institutions also. Especially now it is more serious because there is a fear amongst the parents that earlier parents used to send their wards to Hyderabad. Earlier parents used to send to their wards to Vijayawada, Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune. But today, no. Today, the parent doesn't want to take risk of sending his ward, boy or daughter, to the metro cities because there were attractions of placements and other related facilities. But today, you people can create facility in Vijayanagaram itself, in Dakamari itself, where your college is situated, and give the world class education to the wards, even if he cannot come to your campus. That situation now you are experimenting, you have started, and same thing should be done to even students, classroom teaching also with the use of this technology. This is why I shared this. Otherwise, nothing of that much motto behind it. I did not wanted to share the highlights of the stories or something. Whatever has happened, shift has happened from local to global with the connectivity and all. This is exactly going to happen in our education scenario. So we have to be on our toes in giving the good things in teaching learning process. How we can become different than other pharmacy college or different than other engineering college or different than other medical college. See, we have to have innovations like exactly what Jagdish Panda sir has done. He did not call me to Vizag, otherwise I would have definitely said no. But he made me to sit in my office and involved in sharing my knowledge. Similar kind of things, many institutions have their own best practices which I want to share. And by the end of my presentation, you'll definitely understand best practice can happen in teaching learning, best practice can happen in research, best practice can happen amongst students community, best practice can happen in infrastructure front, best practice can happen in on faculty contribution front, what and what not. This you will come to know. So exactly when we look at best practices, they are the quality enhancing strategies adopted by institutions of higher learning like Raghu College of Pharmacy or Raghu College of Engineering, or to be adopted by others, your neighboring pharmacy college, your Vijayanagaram Pharmacy College, Maharaj Pharmacy, whatever MV. So these are the best practices. So best practice should address number one, utility, number two, the access, and it should be a relevant one. Okay, when I'll slightly try to focus my attention to the some chained parameters which are predominant in the NAAC process. So when we are talking about quality assurance, we have to talk of NAAC, which is done at the institution level, NBA, which is done at the program level. Program level like your UG pharmacy, your PG pharmacy, if you're PG in pharmaceutics, if you're PG in pharmacognosy, if you're PG in quality assurance, each of the program need to be accredited by NBA. That is the program specific accreditation. I'm just comparing. NAAC does at institution level accreditation, NBA does at program level accreditation. But NAAC, I am just sharing. See, 2.7 criteria is on student satisfaction survey. What are these three columns? I'll make it very clear. The first column is about university points. The second one is of autonomous colleges. The third one is of affiliated colleges. Whichever is applicable to you, your institution, you can just focus on that one of the three columns. So they have introduced a parameter called student satisfaction survey, where after you submit your SSR to the NAAC online, they will shoot fixed 20 questions to the students. You have to upload all the students' information. They will shoot those questions and they'll get the feedback. And based on the response and the feedback, they give you points. Maximum 50 out of 1000 points. Whatever I'm talking of NBA and NAAC is out of 1000 points of 7 criteria in NBA, 9 criteria in, sorry, 7 criteria of NAAC and 9 criteria of NBA. Then we have innovation system. It is 3.3 under research head. It comes third criteria of NAAC, wherein it is less at affiliated, little more on autonomous, and little bit more on university. Similarly, alumni engagement, they are given a lot of importance. So how we are engaging alumni, we have alumni association you have or not, you are conducting the lectures or not, they're helping to mentor your wards or not, they're helping in placements of the students or not. All these things we have to show through some activities wherein certain points are there. This is new thing which has been added, having about 10 points. Then, of course, the last criteria, it is seventh criteria, that is majority, 100 points are there. Maximum points of seventh criteria is 100. And in that is institutional values and social responsibility. It is the title of the seventh criteria. Out of 150 points are kept for these initiatives. Like, do you teach universal human value to the students? Do you conduct the students induction program of 3 weeks as mentioned by EACT or your PCI? Do you have National Service Scheme NSS? Do you have NCC, or do you have any Women Empower Club? Do you have any Students Welfare Club? All these things come under this 50 points. So there are different entities. This is one part. The second part is best practices. Two best practices need to be listed by individual institution. Each has 15 points, 30 total. What is expected in this best practice? Like, if I want to share an example which had stuck to my immediate mind when I was in Raghu Engineering College for the second time. Raghu Engineering College has done a wonderful job of, setting up a Raspberry Pi Center of Excellence, wherein they have, brought many Raspberry Pi processors which are available at throwaway price of 3,500 to 5,500, and they have kept that whole lab open to students to work round the clock. And students are working on project-based learning kind of initiatives, activity-based learning kind of initiative. This is one of the best practices which fetched our attention when during our visit, and I appreciated Raghu sir also. I also did not have that much information I collected from him, and I started a club now in Raspberry Pi club in my institution at KIT College. So this is how learning happens. A good practice running in one college can be easily, I don't say copied. You have to just borrow that idea, re-Christian it, reform it, and then put it to suiting your needs of the institution. This is what the mutual learning happens, best practices. So two best practices, giving a title, giving objectives, giving challenges encountered during implementing the best practice, and then the process involved, and then the outcomes. You have to make a report with quantifications and all. Like if you take Raghu College of Engineering, Raspberry Pi was the setting up of Center of Excellence with Raspberry Pi, and they procured these processors, and they developed the lab. What are the objectives? To give hands-on experience to faculty as well as training, which they use it for programming, coding, and all that thing. So next is to involve students in self-learning techniques, making projects, making mini projects, making some robots, programming and all. So all this coding and all. So all these things happen in these best practices. Then there is another entity which has around 20 points, is institutional distinctiveness. This is one thing for which the institution stands apart from other institutions. We have to enlist. So there around similar line, we have to make a write-up and show the results and all. And then what happens? 20 points you get. One good thing we should know that these 100 points are in the P team hand as of now. We don't know hereafter what happens. Maybe that if they don't want to send the P team for the college, document verification may happen online like now this year. Our AICT did not ask us to come to either Mumbai or Delhi, but they did. They asked us to, show the documents like here, share what I am sharing my presentation. I shared my documents to the hearing team and they approved my extension of approval or new program or increase in intake kind of thing. So these may also happen, for which we have to be ready. So these are the things. So you focus on this. The people who are planning to go for NAAC accreditation, seventh point is very important, where all the 100% marks are in the P team's hand, and you have ample scope to package and present yourself in a very, very convincing manner. Let me go to the next slide. So I would like to little throw on 7 criteria, because this is an important criteria where I said 100 points are there. And what are they? Let us see at the little micro level. So 7.1.1 is on gender equity. Like, gender means you're all aware, male, female. Gender equity means whether the both male, female equally participate in the institution or not, in the form of faculty, in the form of students, in the form of activities, and in the form of other social awareness camps like female feticide, female Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Andolan. These kind of initiatives, whether the institution has taken initiatives or not, kind of thing, we verify the gender equity. Then 7.1.2 talks about environmental consciousness and sustainability. Very important, because today you're seeing during pandemic, ozone layer also had closed. The depletion had happened in ozone, which protects us from UV layer and all. You must be aware. Because of this no emissions, carbon dioxide and SOx and NX, there were a lot of changes in the environment. So those kind of initiatives, you plant the trees, you maintain the green campus, you have green or you use the renewable energy, solar panels and all, you have to show that. Then differently abled friendliness. Does your campus has facilities to Divyangan people, that is differently abled people or not, ramp, lift, facilities, toilets and all those things. Those things have some points. Inclusion and situatedness. That is, inclusion and situatedness is already debated. Like now, if you take Raghu College of Pharmacy, we cannot say it is in the Vizag, nor it is in the heart of Vijayanagaram. But it is totally not aloof also. So, but that is included by the society because they are getting students from all corners now. So that is, and situatedness, of course, the college is situated in remote place, but they have been able to give quality education through many teaching, learning, management, LMS, tools, and industry visits and all. So those situatedness is not a big challenge to them. On the contrary, the challenge or weakness they have turned into their strength, and they are giving good, teaching learning process, which is in place, which is exhibited by way of admissions, by way of good faculty and all that thing. This we have to exhibit through some activity. Then, of course, as I said, human values and professional ethics. Whether we teach the students on universal human value or not in one of the courses elective, we teach the students environmental engineering. There is a mandate from UGC, we are teaching it up. So similarly, what kind of other associated activities we do, wherein we teach them professional ethics, okay, all these things to become a practicing pharmacist, They have to undergo certain, they have to take some oath, they have to become members, all those things. We provide or not assistance, these kind of initiatives we have to list. And then, of course, I said there are two best practices we have to list, each 50 marks each, making 30. And then institutional distinctiveness, that is the one of its kind of where how it stands and all that thing. So this is why I elaborated seventh criteria is this is an important criteria. 100 points are with the peer team. Otherwise, out of remaining 900 points, majority of the points are with NAAC backend office, which is assessed as data validation and verification through system only, whatever figures you give. So the two baskets, NAAC has done two baskets. One is quantitative parameter, QNM we call quantitative. Another parameter is qualitative parameter. If you see here in seventh criteria, 90% of the parameters are quantitative. Quantitative parameters are evaluated by peer team during their on-site visit when they come to college. Qualitative parameters are reviewed by peer team, sorry, and quantitative QNMs are evaluated by the system program at backend office in NAAC by the way of verification, whatever data you have given online to them. So this is the modus operandi. We have to understand which is qualitative, which parameter is quantitative. Accordingly, we should, prepare ourselves to face the accreditation process. So let me start sharing. Parallelly, I am trying to touch upon what is criteria one, what is criteria two in the NAAC, as well as I'm trying to give you an example of best practice, which can be a best practice in this criteria one, as well as which institution has done a best practice and all that thing. I would like to share some case problems. So first curricular aspects are the criteria one in NAAC. In this, curriculum is the primary ingredient of any education system. In that, we have nature of curriculum. If you are an affiliated college, you don't have any say. You are bound by already PCI guideline. You are bound by University of Andhra Pradesh or JNT, whatever it is, those guidelines. So, but there is still scope to have certain value-added programs, WAP we call, certain project-based learning initiatives, PBL we call, certain flipped classroom, certain many things we can do other than the curriculum. This is what is expected in the curricular aspect. Like, build knowledge base is one. Skill-based education is very important nowadays. With that also, you should teach them empowerment to make them good leaders, managers, and all, how to take decision and all. We should give some liberty and scope that they can exhibit their administrative skills, empowerment. Promote values amongst the students to suit the rapidly changing world. Then employability enhancement is, of course, that is the end aim of all these teaching learning process, as well as reviewing and updating of curriculum at regular interval whenever it is needed. So university system, it happens 4 to 5 years. Autonomy, it might happen 2 to 3 years. So all these pros and cons and all we have to exhibit. So what could be these best practices other than blackboard teaching? I would like to mention some of them here. Emphasizing on ICT learning in curriculum transaction. ICT, I think if people are not aware, it is information and communication technology. ICT is a buzzword these days. Every field today it is needed ICT, because if this COVID-19 extends, we cannot sit idle at home. We have to start teaching learning process. You cannot call students to campus because government has restriction. That is true also. That is correct also, because nobody should take the risk, and at the cost of health, nobody pursue any of the education or the job. So in that situation, We can use all these of technology, internet-based technology, all these gadgets and all, mobiles and all, and we can still teach the students where we can give emphasis on ICT learning. Introducing enrichment courses, need-based courses. Very rightly said, in our AICT has introduced some open electives, some value-added programs, some BTech honors kind of thing. Honors means if we have 160 credit course structure of say civil engineering, my own field, if I give some 15 to 18 credits, means three subjects, if you take roughly 4 5 subjects, if you take extra subjects other than the regular one, conventional one, asking them to study, international airport like Shamshabad Airport or Delhi Airport, which we never teach in depth to the graduate engineering students. We only teach at postgraduate level. Or we ask them to study on bullet trains, which is yet to come to India. If we ask them to study some expressways, which are very less in number in India, or freeways, which are not at all there in India. So when you teach this value-added content as the thing, then that becomes enrichment of the course or need-based course. Need definitely, because every city is going to get metro now, apart from Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. Even metro may come to Vijay also in the days to come. It may come to Rajahmundry also once the city grows. So we have to have technocrats in those domains. Otherwise, growth will be again will be depending on either our rival China or Japan kind of thing, which should not. We have to be Atmanirbhar, as it is lightly said by our Prime Minister. Then introducing experiential learning in the curriculum, that is learned by some experience kind of thing. So you have done some practice, learn out of it, then apply it for the design experiment kind of thing. Then introducing project-based learning. This is one buzz thing which is happening in all professional colleges, that we are also in KIT have introduced project-based learning from first year itself. We have selected subjects wherein student work in groups, small groups of 4 to 6 members, work on certain problems, small budget is given to them, and they come out with multiple solutions to that problem. And then the right solution would be taken seriously by the industry for the industry upliftment. So this is the introduction of project-based learning. Now let us see what kind of things have been done here. Like curricular aspects at Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology, Coimbatore, I want to share. When we visited there, I came to know that they had a facility called Campus Connect, Infosys Campus Connect, and they were offering a foundation program, certificate program on object-based programming, RDBMS, software engineering, and web technologies. So this course had 4 years offering, in which 518 students had participated, and based on their students' involvement and teachers' involvement, Infosys recognized Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology, Coimbatore as advanced level partnership institution, which you can see the certificate on the right-hand side of the slide. And number of faculty partnership awards received were 2, because here teacher's role comes here. Teacher has to take interest and then involve himself in learning that and imparting to students. This is one good thing which brought laurels to them. They got a very good grade also for this initiative. Then also in the same institution, which appealed us, was the Cisco Networking Academy thing. They had done one MOU with Cisco Systems, and courses like network fundamentals, routing protocols, LAN switching, access environment, all those things. This is the story of 4 years back I'm sharing. When they had done this. Today, if you see Cisco WebEx, a platform is a similar platform what we are now using. Cisco also has a platform called Cisco, which is now talk of the town. We have to take that WebEx now for our teaching learning process. And this long back students were learning in that SRT means they had seen the future and they adapted to that. They had started producing tailor-made industry-ready engineers way back in 2015. Okay, now let us look into the criteria 2. Criteria 2 evolves on teaching, learning, and evaluation. That is mainly what it is our role, like teachers. How do you teach? How do the student understands or learns? And then how is assessment or evaluation is done? All those things come here. The teacher-centric pedagogy to be replaced with student-centric, learner-centric pedagogy. So this is very important now because everything is available on mobile, on the Google. So if I study something which is very, very outdated, and then if I want to teach the students today, no, they will not accept because industry will not appreciate that. They need to have very updated knowledge in your pharmaceutics. The industry should have by this time done come out with a solution for this COVID-19 problem. So definitely that institution will grow. So I'm observing some of the share prices of Glenmark, Arvindo Pharma and all. They were almost having half of the market valuation what they have today. Means during lockdown, they did not keep quiet. They went on doing research and diversification, and they came out with some solutions, production enhancement, quality enhancement, so that their market base increased. We were in a position to send hydroxyl the tablets to America. So this is how the opportunity comes. You can't say you can't wait till the opportunity comes also. Our plan should be ready in place so that we should immediately accept the challenge and give the products to the consumer. The teacher should be scholar in his her chosen field, willing to update the knowledge. So lifelong learning is the mantra today. I would not have said the platform what Panda sir has provided today entirely different. But before time I came with so many issues and all connectivity issues, I learned how to share my presentation. I did have presentation shared in Nanded College, one good college, under Paramar scheme. But that was on Zoom app. Now it is something different. I think it is there is StreamYard platform. So, but we could adopt it. We have to adopt it. Otherwise, tomorrow, Panda sir will not ask me to present another thing. So, this is what, kindly excuse me. Okay, I'll just, okay, let it go. Okay, so that is the reason we have to be on toes and learn lifelong. And knowledge about ICT. This is also very important. Today, if you are a pharmacist, you can't say, I don't know computer, I don't know programming, I don't know Go meeting, I know this. No, you have to learn yourself. You not have to go to class, and you have to how to share the Google sheet. You should know so that you can even evaluate your students online, and that fetches lot of branding, admissions, and what not. So, what are the best practices in this? Are adopting learner-centered teaching method, interactive sessions like now you are doing. In between, you can raise your hand, ask me, but I'm going to reply at the end. Then group learning, then experiential learning, activities like project-based learning, I said in the earlier, internships, like it is very much important to you, pharmacy people and engineering faculty. Problem-based learning. So there is an issue. Students or faculty put together and solve that problem of a product and make it good shelf life, not more than 1 year, 2 years kind of thing. Sorry. Make industrial visits so that your graduates or budding graduates will become exposed to the corporate practices, industry practices, SOPs and all, educational tools and field visits. Then we have to have role plays because pharmacy or engineering doesn't only have technocrats in R&D or teaching or manufacturing, but they'll also be marketing people. They'll also be taking roles of marketing managers. So in that situation, we should try to imbibe leadership qualities amongst the students community. For that, we have to have these mechanisms like role plays, group discussions, debate, sharing case studies, student seminars, etc. Student seminars will enhance their presentation skill, their English speaking skill, their boldness, and their confidence level. Some of the others are arranging guest lectures periodically by eminent academicians. This you all be doing, arranging remedial programs, promoting self-learning, preparation of question banks, continuous assessment of learning outcomes, and transparency in evaluation. I'm going to share this transparency in evaluation of my own college, Kolhapur Institute of Technology, College of Engineering Technology, Kolhapur, at the end of this presentation, discussing the performance of the students with them after tests and examinations and discussion of model answers in the classroom. So teaching learning, normally how it happens, we all as a teacher should be aware about this Edgar Dale's cone of experience, a popular educationalist who had documented a paper way back in mid 1950 or something like that, where when we teach, when we teach in the classroom, that time people generally remember learning activities, and then people are able to do the learning outcomes. That is, 10% of the people remember what they read, like read in the textbook, read in the reference book. 10% only they remember. But 20% of the learning happens when they read and then hear. In classroom, they listen from us. No? That time, 20% learning happens. See, 30% more learning happens, like 10, 20, 30 happens when they view some image, when they watch some videos. That makes them, more confident. Learning becomes more appropriate and clear when image and videos are shown to the students. And 50% of what they see and hear by attending exhibitions, sites or industries, or watching a demonstration in the industry. This learning happens. 70% of what they say is participate in hands-on workshops, like right now you are participating, then design collaborative lessons, like now you are seeing my lecture and you are trying to prepare your own one for your students, and then design collaborative lessons. But you see, beauty is 90% of what they do is they simulate, they model, or they experience a lesson. This is all possible in your pharmacy also nowadays. A lot of packages are available, softwares are available where you can simulate your experiment, come out with the appropriate alternative solution, and then management or the apex body can pick the appropriate recommendation given by you. Same time, design and perform a presentation, do the real kind of thing. So if you look all these things, people or students are able to, learning outcomes are define, describe, list and explain. This happens only when they do 10-20% learning. When they do next level of learning, that is by viewing image, watching videos, exhibiting and all, visits and all, they demonstrate, they apply and they practice. means they will be confidently able to demonstrate this experiment or whatever it is, activity, and they'll be able to apply the same thing to the industry field or problem, and then they can think of practicing it continuously. Good practice kind of thing. Now, rest of the things are higher level outcomes. They are analyze, define, create, and evaluate. There is a higher level understanding happens. Now, all these things are done by PDCA cycle, popularly we call, that is, you plan first what to do, how to do, then you do by yourselves, do what was planned. Suppose there are some deviations, don't leave it. You deviate and do it, but do it. Then check, did the things happen according to the plan? So you had planned ABCD by end of 1 week. Did they happen or not? If not happened, you have to do the root cause analysis also. Then you have to act. Like how to improve next time. Means if there is a certain deficiency, if there is a certain hurdle, if there is a certain thing dropped in the planned activity, you have to redo it again in the next plan. So when we talk about teaching learning process, ICT and all, in KIT, we have a remote center from IIT Bombay through NME ICT, e-outreach through the program. That is National Mandate for e-learning initiatives through ICT, Information Communication Technology. With that NME ICT from MHRD Ministry, IIT Bombay, we have a center called remote center. In that, I am giving history. That is the right from 13 we have that center, and we have been doing a lot of activities on some various topics. Teaching learning evaluation at SRIT, Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology in KIT. I just want to share that is even KIT as well as SRIT are remote centers of Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun. This is a ISRO organization which is set up a society, and they conduct the workshops and all from there. We can participate from sitting in our campus. Students can, from campus, they can attend. So that is one good initiative where we have those centers. Free of course they are given. Then satellite outreach course details. Like since February 2014, there are 13 certificate course on different subject list has been given. You can just go through it. Then criteria 3, let us focus on criteria number 3, which evolves around research, consultancy, and extension. So here again, our role is important because research, to some extent, we expect from students to happen. But as a mentor, as a teacher, we are the people who should be, guiding the research scholars, as well as we also should be able to contribute to the research fraternity. How can it be done? So each institution should have a research committee in place consisting of experts who have done research, obtained PhD degree, and people who are doing also, who are aspiring to become research scholars. Them also, this is applies. Then providing necessary infrastructure to carry out research activities, providing seed money. Management can mechanize certain seed money. Then excellent library fit to use by researchers, adopting faculty improvement programs like one now we are doing. Then encourage publication by faculty in international journals and national journals. Avoid paid journals that is not advisable by UGC. Then you have organizing national and international level conference and seminars. The more are continued here. Assisting faculty to get research projects from various agencies like UGC, DST, UGST, and all that thing. Then encouraging research among students, encouraging staff and students to involve community-oriented object activities. That is, all these things come here. Village creating awareness on hygiene, sanitation, COVID-19 situation, and how to control that, how to be alert that, how to take measures when new person enters from affected area, what measures should be given. All these things, to some extent, control the spread of COVID. So we at KIT have done these kind of MOUs normally with many agencies, and MOUs are very important in a new NAAC criteria. MOUs are expected, but they expect that MOU should not be very long duration MOU. They should be either 1 year, 2 year, or max 3 years. Then there will be value addition. It is for that because MOU is not stagnant. Once you have reached that level, then MOU should be revisited, redrafted. Then your benchmark should be increased, and then again it should be approved by that committee. So these are the list what we have done in our college. Various industries we have taken. Similarly, consultancy also falls under this. Consultancy you can give it to industry. In our college, KIT, we have a robust consultancy cell, wherein if you see these projects given by only environmental department, they're wonderful. They have been done either in Ranchi, Bhopal, or some good cities of Kolkata, and all those places we have moved, and we are giving services through CPSC, CPCB, as well as Central Pollution Control Board, and our own teachers. So revenue, this is the consultancy revenue of both the departments, civil and environmental engineering department in KIT. So that means 14-15 we were around 20 plus lakhs, and now we have crossed this. This is old slide. 18-19 is more still, but we have crossed that. Then research and startups, promotion, research and startup. In that, institution industry partnership, guiding the young researcher to get funded projects through DST, AICT, PCI and all, and then initiating teachers-led student research project. Earlier I said this, and then financial support for faculty, members and students. Some kind of encouraging thing should be initiated by management. That's how I think these all center at Research and Development Committee. We at KIT call it as KITE, Incubation Center. We have Startup Center that we call KITE, KIT Incubation and Technology Center of Excellence. How to depict your presentations? Like I did not mention much in my CV. Patel sir said he has published these many papers and all, these many activities are done. But this is cross-verified. Please listen. Please be careful. All the claims, whatever you do in the last 5-year publications, they will not be accepted in toto. Whatever number you give with proof and all, they will not just accept because they have their own criteria. One has to publish the papers in renowned journal of high repute, having high impact factor, then issue comes. Because nobody would give more than 2 tolas these days, I suppose. So that's the reason. Whatever upgradation need to be done, it should be done at college level, and then it should be extended. But how validation of our document is done is like through Google Scholar. Each of us should register for Google Scholar citations, and then it will draw your contributions, and it lists like this. You can see my colleague, Dr. DJ Sate, who is HOD of first year department, has highest citation, 655, and H index he has 14, I-10 index he has 19. So this statistics, if you produce, definitely they'll be happy. And I know that pharmacy people do a lot of research by giving busy projects and industry problems, because my wife, Dr. Kalpana Patil, is again a professor and HOD in Farm Cognosy department at KLE University's College of Engineering, Belgavi, Karnataka. So I am little bit aware of pharmacy processes, and I have visited 3-4 colleges, and I have guided a couple of colleges for preparation of NAAC and all. So minor changes are there. You need to have animal house, they don't need that. All such things are there. You need to have some chemicals, sanitizers and all. So those things you have to have, bare minimum you can have. And we have then resources like next is infrastructure and learning resources. Next criteria, infrastructure and learning resources. Means I told no best practice could be in any criteria. This is what I am trying to share you. Both human and material resources are important for quality enhancement and quality sustenance in institutions of higher education. They complement each other. Okay, the quality sustenance also complement. The best practices in resources is, please just a minute. I'll come back to you. सब बोलो हाँ हाँ बरोबर पण लेक्चर मध्ये माझं प्रेझेंटेशन चालू आहे पटकन सांगा हां 12 पर्यंत येईल Excuse me, because I had an urgent call from my registrar. I had to attend. Sorry for the interruption. Then best practices in on the infrastructure front. It is not only the beautiful building or building alone will not depict the infrastructure, but the content in the classroom, content in the laboratory, and the equipment what you have latest, and softwares what you are using for modeling and all. They are very important. Like providing adequate physical facilities like ICT enabled smart classrooms and laboratories and virtual laboratory facility. If you that is very good in pandemic situation, we can still without taking students to learn hands-on with precipitate what bureau prepared. We can show them on system and make them feel. So this also is possible. So effective execution of academic programs, providing well-stacked libraries, one good thing where teaching, learning, and e-content in the library, e-journals, e-books, all those things also need to be done. And establishing digital library is very important. So you can become members of IFLibNet, Enlist, Delnet, and all, and share the resources. Then establishing department libraries. Individual department can have libraries where rare books, reference books can be collected. Providing adequate facilities to co-curricular and sports activities like gym, gymkhana, indoor stadium, and all. Then to some extent cricket pitch and all that thing. Providing healthcare facilities and residential facilities for faculty. Some institutions we have seen good hospital attached to the institution, which is now is going to be mandatory, and providing clean washrooms facilities and health and hygiene these days in canteen, placement cell, career guidance cell, environmental friendly campus, good hostels. Because if you want to retain good admissions and all, we have to have lot of in fact, what I have done in my college during this lockdown is I have constituted a health and hygiene committee, separate committee, where my biotechnology HOD madam is the head of that committee, and she has evolved sanitization. Like you can pharmacy people can easily do this exercise, sanitization, popularization of use of hand sanitizers and all those things. You yourselves can do it because Kale University they have done and supplied to all other institutions in Belgaum. So these are the activities where we have to immediately look the problem, try to address the problem. We should not remain that I cannot solve this problem. Always problems are bound to come. One thing we have to make up our mind that we have to live with coronavirus. So once we live, once students will live with it, then we have to sustain. So how to do that? What mechanism we should do? So this is what the policies are to be framed, and they have to be disseminated amongst the all stakeholders. Then cultural centers and all those things. So library at our college is a huge circular building where we have invested only on books 3 crore rupees. Total library building is of 1.5 crores way back 10 years back. These are the other statistics. Similar kind of thing we can have. Please excuse me. Yes. हाँ सर best thing is go for high bandwidth so that you can address the students sitting at their home and reach to some extent. And one thing is very sure 100% we cannot deliver like pharmacy, whether it is engineering, 100% online is ruled out. But at least pandemic time, we have to have alternative plan with us. Otherwise, what happens? You will be away from the neighboring, good best practicing colleges. And parallelly to this, second thing is we have to have some good Wi-Fi facilities. Then we have to upgrade our, Moodle. You can see here there is a one thing where you can just, if you can see my cursor, I don't know. IT services, I have listed one Moodle. If you want, you can note it down. MOODLE, Moodle, Teaching Learning Management System. This is a platform available freeware. It is freeware, completely freely available thing, where you can put up your academic calendar in place. You can take the students' attendance. You can put up your course objectives like NBA. If we are going, we have to have course outcomes, course objectives, program of education objectives, and all those things. You can put it up, and then students can reach this server sitting at his home once you give him ID password. So this we have been practicing since last 10 years in KIT. So that came because what happened when we declared lockdown bit early before Modi ji or our government did. We put it on 15th of March only. Within 2 days, we started remaining 40% teaching learning online because our teachers' content was in on server. Only issue was some remote students, like I have students from Jammu and Kashmir, girls on Pradhan Mantri Special Scholarship Scheme. Those were not able to get connected consistently. For that, there is a solution. You can record your lectures and later on send them, or you can put them on the Moodle server, and then they can visualize whenever they have better connectivity. So for this thing, we have to be very, very equipped and ready. Then, of course, when we talk of infrastructure, I've seen one college that is again same, where they had put up a solar power plant in grid. I think Raghu also has this. These are the statistics. Then Federal fifth will come. Federal fifth is on student support and progression. Time is now 11:48. Okay. Panda sir, how much time I have? Okay, okay. It's 11:48. I'll just student support and progression. We have, we should try to build up holistic development of the students, where, we should have students information system. We should always get communicated on WhatsApp and messages and all. We should have qualified, dedicated, competent teaching faculty. We should emphasize more on skill-oriented add-on courses, so that that enhances employability of students. Apart from our technical skills, we should give them soft skills and some enhanced enrichment courses to them. Then mentoring should be done, and efficient and reader-friendly library with the digital section should be done. Career guidance and placement thing should be there. So community-oriented and extension, these are the some things are there, student-related. Like some activities, what we have been doing is since 1998, we conduct a activity called Pioneer. That is, students' activity, where you can find here in 14-15, 1st August, we had Dr. Jagannath Patil, who is advisor to NAAC Bangalore, was the chief guest. He inaugurated the program. And every year we bring people from either industry or academicians, and Sachin Menon, the former chairman, is lighting the lamp. So such activities we should do. And we should also have proper training for placing, training students and all, because pharmacy and engineering, almost they go hand in hand. We prepare our wards to get into the industries or become entrepreneurs. Whether they become entrepreneurs or managers, that is their choice. But we should have complete action plan for that. This is what we have been doing, and our placement scenario as of today. Even during pandemic also, my placements were much respectable, I should say, because some companies 159 offers they have given, some more they have given, but they have not yet extended the offers. It's ongoing process. It's before pandemic it is. Next is governance, leadership, and management. A good and effective governance creates right kind of ambience in the institution for optimizing total quality management. And best practices are many here. I'll share some of them. That is, people involvement in all the committees and empowering the teachers. Like, we should have organized structures like this. Like we have governing council BOG, and director or the principal is head, is advised by IQSSL, as well as we have one committee called CDC, that is College Development Committee. So that also advises, which acts as bridge between the management and the employees. And the deans, we can think of dean, one or two deans. We have around 8 deans in the place, and with registrar heading the office and heads of departments of various. So this is how we should ultimately what it depends. It's not that I only take the call. I have people who are working under me and I empower them. Dean R&D does R&D, quality assurance look after NBA, NAAC, NIRF and all. Exams evaluation, he does all everything very systematically. I'll share that his role is very important. This is how we should empower people and decentralize the roles and responsibilities. Similar thing, SRIT, Coimbator's, some of the empowerment strategies like retirement age for principal 65, 70 for all other senior people, all facilities they give, all these examples are there. And in our thing, we give funding for each department, UG, PG, Central Library, NBA, NAAC funding we keep. So this is transparent. Everything is like after funding also, how much we have spent, I'm sharing you. This is very much essential slide. You can please note down this, because this is to be presented for NBA visit and NAAC visit. That is what is our revenue, how it is being spent. You can see my revenues outlay of 78%, which is now around 72%, goes towards salaries of teachers and other supporting staff. So this is, and how much you spend on R&D, how much you spend on student development and all that thing, building infrastructure, all those things need to be shared. And institutional values, so 7th criteria, already I've talked much on this. I will just come back to one presentation that is on Moodle, which I claim to be one of the best practices KIT is doing last 10 years. So evidence should be there. Moodle long form, please note down if you want. modular, object-oriented, dynamic learning environment. This is a platform available freely. You can customize it up. Each of teacher can get trained in that and then impart. I have seen one college in Pune, Rajshri Shahu College of Pharmacy, Pune, JSPM's Pune College, Sathode, is practicing Moodle Pharmacy College, for which I was advising for the NAAC. So if you are not doing, seriously think of doing it, because days to come, this is going to the media, because already UGC has permitted 25% of the content delivery by online. So please, you have to learn it up. And Moodle is a free and open source learning management system. This much I will tell. And it is highly configurable LMS. Plenty of plugins are available. You can put all your things in that. You can even take the attendance of the students and generate the reports, give assignments, ask students to upload the assignment online. All facilities are there. So this is as on 14/1. See how many sites are there, 1,03,000, and courses being offered by many users. Users are these many, enrollments are there. Countries, 230 countries are using this Moodle platform. You can imagine how popular it is. And top 10 countries, India is 10th in this. India registered sites are 2,915. That means we should increase it now. I think now this number is going to go higher side. Moodle features are there. All in one calendar, you can do it. You can have dashboard, display past, future courses. You can have calendar in that. Track progress of the wards, notifications you can give. Multilingual capability it has. We can customize it. Okay, I'll just finish it up. So this is the KIT what we have done. We have started using one CSC IT department started, and all departments started in 13-14. Around 250 teachers use it. We have around 150 courses we have done on Moodle, available 24/7. 99% is up. We have uploaded videos, images, presentations, scanned material, old question papers, NPTEL links are there, discussion forums are there, GATE question papers are there, MCQ quizzes are there, GPAT you can put, assignments, all those things you can do it. Continuous assessment online. Hardware required is this. Panda sir, you can take the photograph of this, so that if you need to install it, you can install it. Whatever bare minimum is needed, I have listed. One Xeon server, 8-core server is needed, RAM 32 GB is required, and 64 is suggested. Storage 1 TB is suggested. External hard disk drive 2 TB is for taking the backup and all, and network bandwidth 50 Mbps online is enough. Internet. So this is the hardware requirement. Softwares, they're all available freely. It comes on the download. I'm doing this with Breadtaxi 1, and then I would like to environmental consciousness is one where you have to list all these initiatives. That is what you are doing. What we are doing, I will list e-waste, free compass. We have this. We don't circulate paper notices. We circulate on WhatsApp, emails, and all. And the innovation best practices, environmental consciousness, green campus initiatives is one. And institutional distinction is one, which is tricky, and I'll just try to share one institutional distinctiveness. That is my Dean Exams and Affairs presentation I would like to share quickly. It's a big presentation, but I'll go through very fast. This was done by Dr. Y.M. Patil, who is my Dean Exams and Evaluations. What exactly we do in examination system? We are an autonomous institution. We have our own curriculum. We have our own examination system. Students database is prepared first. Here you can see these two guys, and then examiner database and panel creation is done online. We use the software for this. Student examination forms processing is done when I apply. Question paper delivery is done online digitally, and student exams attendance is recorded during examination. After examination, our answer scripts are scanned. You can see down here. Scanning we do, soft form we take, and then answer sheet allocation is done to evaluators here. Evaluators you can see here. And then on-screen marking is done on system, on screen, and then marks processing is done and mark sheet is given. And at the end of the day, we have a plan to give our students, when his grade card is all answer script soft copy, we want to give it in a pen drive. So now the beauty of this is I have majority of the external people participation. More than 60% of the people from Pune, Belagavi, Vijaypur, Bangalore, we have done MOU with those colleges, and they are evaluating my students' answer scripts. They are examining my students' answer scripts. So that is now become lot of transparency amongst the stakeholders, and there is no partiality in the evaluation. Everything is coded, everything is secured, and very proof. We have this examination system in semester 1, in semester 2, and then we have mid semester and then end semester examinations. This is our process. Not to worry much how it is done and all, but this could very well be proclaimed as one of the institutional distinct. The process is digital, 100% digital. Digital India Drive, I am fulfilling number one. Answer here, physical presence is not needed. COVID situation also, you can run the examinations, you can evaluate the examinations. So COVID is not a challenge. Now this is added advantage for me. So even during COVID, my MSc was over. Mid-sem papers we have shown to the students in their house. We gave them 1 day time. We released the link. They saw their answer scripts, evaluation, the queries they were raised and queries were fulfilled and the results were declared. So this is the beauty of our examination system. Grades and all those things, let us not worry much about this. You can even present the result like this graphically. And grade score, grade penalty, all these things, in some examination, now it is done and all those things he has given. But in total, it is one of the distinctiveness. Revaluation facility is there, how computation is, formulas are there, everything is in software, we feed it and get it done. And now some of you might be asking me, or Panda sir must have a question, how much did you invest for the software, the hardware? Definitely management would be very eager, Panda sir. But if you look at this table is my autonomy started 17-18. I collected examination fees for only first year. Please remember, first year fees it is 780 strength my students, and my collection was around 80 lakhs rupees. Just excuse me, my chairman is calling. Just excuse. Sir, I will call you in 10 minutes. And fee collected is around 83 lakhs. How much we spent on the infrastructure? Around 62 lakhs. Means how much? One-time investment it is. Server, birver, and printer, copiers, and all those things. And software is a recurring cost. They cost us 300 rupees per user. That is around 900 users for their first year. Now second year it was more. I am now on to third year of autonomy. So that means we are rather little earning, not overspending. This is first year progress I'm sharing for Panda district. That means one can seriously think once he becomes autonomous to digitize his or her autonomous system. Okay, this is the thing, and I am concluding my presentation. I thank you all for patiently listening. And now I once again thank the management of Raghu College of Pharmacy, as well as Panda sir and Raghu sir, especially, who is well-wisher of me. Thank you one and all.
The question section is there, sir.
Okay, so okay, no issue, no issue. I'm now done now. Come. Was it clear, Panda sir? Whole the thing was very clear.
Very clear, sir. For examination, what?
Pardon, examination.
For examination, what software are you using, sir?
Examination, it's a Continuo name software, and it's a Bangalore-based software. And majority of the major institutions like KLE University, Belagavi, KLE Technological University, Hubli, and JSPM institutions in Pune, and majority of institutions in Maharashtra, we are using it. It's a very good system we have in place.
What is the name of the software? This software, sir?
Continuo software name is Continuo. It can be customized. I will share you the details to you. I will share you details. Contact number and all I will share. You can talk to him directly. One Mr. Sujindra Mukashi is there. He's my good friend. Refer my name. He will give you all information.
Yes.
There are some Padmaja Kota is asking why, as we are attending FDP program during pandemic situation, is this will be having any consideration according to? Definitely, Madam Padmaja, this will have lot of weightage. Like Panda sir has not kept you people idle at your home, or he has not kept me idle in my institution. We have been doing and we have been sharing this our learning with you all. This has rather more weightage. In fact, I have undergone 4 to 5 workshops conducted by AICT under universal human values in this pandemic. 5 days workshop was, and there was an evaluation. They took evaluation and then they issued certificate also. You don't worry, it will have a lot of values. Next, any question? Can moderator shoot some questions on their behalf?
Yes.
They can raise hand and ask, no? You can unmute them. Panda sir?
Yeah, he's doing, sir. Jogendra is doing, sir.
Okay. I just want to know this StreamYard, you got it from vendor or something? The platform StreamYard. Sir got disconnected.
I'm not disconnected, sir. I'm just.
Yeah, connected. Yeah, I can listen. Yeah. Dr. Biswajit question is not answered.
Jogendra?
1 minute, sir. Dr. Biswajit Dash, why pharmaceutical science has been removed from NAAC health science category? It is not removed totally. Now, if you go through the website, only thing is they have modified the manual, which was very much dominated by engineering fraternity. Now they have tried to customize it to pharmaceutical science. So they have now made separate health science manual for medicines and all. Similarly, they have done, and it is out. You can just go through it. They have not removed totally. Still, NAAC is applicable to pharmacy college also, and it is in line with PCA guideline. Earlier, the NAAC or NBA, they used to focus on AICT norm and all, where little bit clashes or discrepancy was there as far as lab size, classroom size was concerned, and facility size. Like animal house, you get, but we don't have animal house concept. Okay, instrumentation facility room you have, we don't have that. But you don't expect computer center, but it is essential nowadays in pharmacy. So such some issues were there. They have now removed all anomalies and then tried to bring out the manual for health sciences, which holds good for pharmacy also. By and large, the criteria are 7, they are in place. Dashji, I think my question, he is happy with my answer.
Yes.
Dr. Dash. Geeta Kara, what is I-10 index? How to calculate it? Madam, you please Google it out. I-10 index, you need not have to calculate. Once you register your profile on Google Scholar site, and it will search for your publications, and it will enlist the citation index, H index, and I-10 index. It will do it. Okay. Suppose some of your publications were not reflected by Google Scholar, you can add them manually. And if they are acclaimed by international bodies, then they add it and then they rework your I-10 index. The definition I-10 as well as H index, you please Google it. Every clear information you get, please. Thank you. I think I have answered your. Bogi Reddy Sahiti is asking, sir, whether well-established colleges and the budding colleges will be following the same criteria for assessment by NBA and NAAC. Yes, madam, it is gauge is same. Whether it is a NBA or NAAC, only minimum criteria is you have to be eligible by sending 2 batches out. Once your 2 batches go out, you become eligible. And that means 6 years of year old for pharmacy, 4 years education, engineering same. And colleges should have pre-qualifications for NBA. They have a list of some items like you should have minimum 3 years admissions 50%. You should have bare minimum PhDs, bare minimum faculty strength, cadence and all. Once you pre-qualify, you can go for NBA. But as far as NAAC is concerned, also there are some pre-qualifications which you can see the manual and get it done. But gauges different as such, they are not done. They are same for all. Whether it is an established college or budding college, there is no distinction between them. Please. I have answered her question, I think. Ayan Kumar Kar, thank you very much. Wonderful. My question is, can we get same value of FDP or seminars as we are attending in pandemic situation? Definitely. Definitely, this has spread for 1 week. If your attendance is consistent, Professor Panda issues e-certificate that is valid. You put it in your CV. See, there is no distinction between, the online or offline. Days to come, everything has got the same weightage. No ambiguity on that front.
He's asking that seminar or FDP both are same, or he's asking, sir?
No, value is saying get the same value of FDP or seminars as we are attending. So what he is saying is when he attends FDP online, like pandemic, and FDP goes to college and attends for a week, is there any difference kind of thing? I think his question is that.
I think he is asking that in offline, in this online, FDP is there and seminar is there. So which is a more value is asking. Perhaps.
Okay, then FDP has a more value. Seminar is a thing done for a day by a couple of resource persons on certain topic. But FDP is lengthy one. They have spread it over a week time. They have got resource person across India. Beauty of it is they have got resource person from all the corners of India, and that has enriched their FDP, which has got more weightage than the 1 day seminar kind of thing. This is the distinction. Faculty development programs need to be of certain 3 to 5 days minimum duration. Seminar is of a day duration. I think I have addressed this.
Sir, thank you, sir. There are no more questions, sir, from participant side.
Okay.
So I'll summarize your session, sir. Just a bit.
Before Jagendra, before summarize, Yusuf, you are that one in the live comments.
Yes, sir. I'll show, sir.
When you are offering the thanks, which is we can see in live comments.
Excellent and motivated lecture for institutional excellence. Thank you, madam. Savitri, madam. Thanks for your compliments. Dashes. Why pharmaceutical science is not included in UP exam till now, although it is a professional course like engineering. Better, I think you people should, move your appeal through your APTI as well as PCI. Your apex body is PCI and you have APTI in place. So Association for Parent Teachers, both organizations, if they push, I don't think they will also include it in the UPSC. That is not a problem. My classmate is there in UPSC. I will also request him One Dr. Jadhav, KK Jadhav is my classmate who is director at UPSC. I will ask on Dr. Dash behalf to him. Thank you. I think I have addressed this correctly. And you can invite him also. Dr. KK Jadhav, give my reference and then invite him. He sits in Delhi. He is from Dharwar, Karnataka. Primarily 1984. Very informative sessions, sir, on NBA NAAC preparation. And thank you very much for your compliments. Thank you very much. Praveen Kumar Dikshit, very informative, sir. Thanks, Raghu College of Pharmacy. Thanks for your compliments. On behalf of Raghu College of Pharmacy, I also thank you, Praveen Kumar. KSK Education Channel, Dr. K. Sita Kumari, request to suggest the procedure for a college to apply MOU. No, madam, there is no procedure as such. One of your active driving person should make a nice presentation, enlisting lengths, strengths, and opportunities of your institution. Approach the industries and show your skill set. We can solve your sub problems like industry problem and all quality related problems. Definitely, they will agree for the MOU and all. Then that will lead to your placements and all that thing and internships. There is no procedure as such. We have to devise the mechanism from our end. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Javandra.
I think I have answered madam's question. Sandhya Rani Ji, what about difference in value of FDP and conference where both might be of 1 week only? No. Sandhya Rani, your misconception. Please don't be under wrong concept. An FDP, as the name suggests, faculty development program, maybe on your farm cognosy, maybe on your pharmaceutical chemistry, or maybe pharmacology, done on a specific COVID kind of situation, what you evolved that vaccine or not, if it is done on week's time in training, how the studies were done and all those things, how samples were taken, how testing was done, how validation was done, those documents and all. If that training is done for a week, that is called faculty development program. The FDP may be on NAAC also, FDP on NBA also, FDP on some subject also. It is FDP. Conference is one where you do some research at your level with the joint members and make a paper out of it and submit it to conference and go and present either online or offline. That is conference paper. So you have to have distinction between these two. Conference is a forum where I share my studies with others and then acclaim that it is my original work. And that leads to some more additions to a journal paper publication. It is one kind of preliminary step of presenting my journal paper content to conference in the initial stage. I think I have addressed her doubt clearly. Mary Lakshana, projects are sanctioning only when institution is NBA or NAAC, but some managements not getting for such accreditations. Then how can we solve such things? No, you are on a wrong concept. NAAC funding you will get from UGC, whatever are there. If you have NAAC A grade only, you will get the funding. From DST, you have to have NAAC as well as 2F from UGC. NBA, if you have, you get funding from only AICTE, not from other agencies. If you have NBA, if you are AICTE approved college, then you will get the funding for mod drop research. But the profile of the supervisor who sends the proposal should be very strong and problems should be very strong. Okay. This is what the thing. Thank you, Sambashiv Rao. Good explanation about the topic. I think we can conclude now. Panda sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Jogendra, please conclude this. Sorry, is having some meeting. Conclude it. Your mic is unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Unmuted.
started the session with success redefined. Sir explained about best practices in quality enhancing strategies and some highlights of quality indicator framework like student satisfaction survey, innovation ecosystem, alumni engagement, institutional values and social responsibilities, best practices, institutional distinctiveness. And sir also explained institutional values and social responsibilities. And sir mentioned some criterions like curriculum aspects, what is primary indicator, primary ingredient of any education system. And sir explained about academic flexibility and teaching, learning, and evaluation. Sir explained Edgar Dale's cone of experience, and sir explained about use of PDCA cycle for continuous improvement, like plan, do, check, and act. Sir explained conducting training programs and workshops to improve the quality of the industry institution, and criterion like research, consultancy, and extension. Funding agencies like UGC, DST, SERB, DST, AICT, MOEF, ICSSR, and sir discussed about industry institute interactions, consulting projects, promotion of research startups, and sir explained about infrastructure and learning resources. Human and material resources are very important. And sir explained about the criterion 5 like student support and progression and faculty improvement strategies. And finally sir discussed about the institutional values and best practices. Sir mentioned some softwares, some digital examination systems. Thank you, sir. Thank you for wonderful and informative session, sir. Definitely it will be helpful for our faculty fraternity and management also, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Jagdish Panda, sir, convener of this program, to say oath of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Jogendra. Sir, thank you very much for your wonderful session, sir. Here, after listening to your thing, your entire this lecture, it's very clear that the responsibility of the management, responsibility of the administration, responsibility of the faculty members, and responsibility of the students. All the four sides one should have must have got a very clear. And the management side, they have to provide the infrastructure, ICT like, and also and the giving training to the first principal like people, the different module like learning management systems and LMS and LCS that should have to implement in this one. And also similarly for the examination, conduct of the examination, the online system. So in advanced system, one should have to adopt. And similarly, very good practices are there. So what's supposed to initiate in the colleges, and training should be given to the faculty members, and motivations to the faculty as well as the students, these which are required, so that in order to achieve the accreditations from the NBA and NAAC like that. So especially for pharmacy now, mostly we are with Pharmacy Council of India. So hence the NAAC is very essential for the pharmacy institutions. Sir, may I ask one question, sir? Which is better for the pharmacy? Is it that both are required for NBA and the NAAC?
What I feel is, if you want to be different from others, okay, whether now pharmacy is with AICT or not, that is different issue. NAAC should be there for institution. NAAC paves good foundation for all initiatives. You have seen all criteria and all those things. And once you are done with NAAC, NAAC's validity is 5 years. Once you are done with NAAC, now also if you see 30% of the NBA process has there in NAAC. OBE, BBA, all the outcome-based education, they have put it. So, better to be a good institution and from the perspective of stakeholders betterment, NBA is globally acclaimed for program. So your UG program, what I shared with you, that KLE University's College of Pharmacy recently last year visit was there, and they got 5 years NBA, which is very good, we should say. Getting 5 years is not that easy. But pharmacy, it is easy because you people are involved in more kind of publications, research and all, which we feel, which I find little less in engineering fraternity. So when you have this kind of strength with you and live labs and some PG programs and all, I think NBA should go for UG first, and gradually you can think of going for PG programs because the NBA is done. So I advocate for both.
It's a very great, sir, because you are the right man to get a clear from you. So it is obvious that for pharmacy college, NAAC, there is a foundation, next NBA must be there. So being the best college, both having the accreditations, that will be great, great of value. And definitely everyone should go for both in the progressive way. And this is very clear to all the participants, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful session.
How many participants were there? How many?
Sir?
How many participants were there? That display was not there here. Number of participants.
Actually, it is 100 plus. They are actually looking, sir, right now.
Okay.
100 plus.
Okay.
And no, it is
YouTube
very
also.
Yeah, these YouTube people are now, most of in our so far the 5 FDPs are 5th day. This is so far almost 140, 150 members are there regularly. But when if you see our YouTube channel, views count is around first one is around 1100 plus. Yesterday it is around 900 around, sir. So it is going on, sir. In YouTube, everyone. Overall, the registration is we have around 600 registrations are there, sir. So almost 900 and 1000 views is very common here, sir.
Okay, good.
So on behalf of
Raghu, sir.
Yes, sir, on behalf of my management, Karjinni Raghu, and director Rahul Verma, and on behalf of myself and my colleagues and the principals of different colleges and participants, I'm very much thankful to you, sir, for your wonderful session and accepted gladly. And I'll acknowledge the Vijay Kumar from Raghu Engineering College principal and under sir. And thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Good day.
So this is for today's session, and tomorrow's session, the YouTube live streaming link will be forwarded to you through WhatsApp. And this is Jogendra Kumar, today signing off.